The primary purpose of Energy Steward is to provide companies with a system to store contracts and associated contract information, such as company information, contact information, of course the contracts and all the details with those contracts, well and pipeline information, pricing information, and to give the users the ability to search all of that information in organized, effective, efficient fashion. As you can see, there are many different search options, and those options, once configured, may even be saved for people who perform the same searches multiple times, therefore cutting down on the amount of time it takes to do popular searches. All of the information in Energy Steward may be exported to Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, and users can set up reports and schedule those reports to run automatically, or they can recreate reports on the fly. Notifications may be set up, alerting users and managers to expiration dates that are coming up, and those may be part of reports also. For example, you might have a report that runs every Monday morning giving you all of the termination dates coming due in the next 30 days. Examples of reports under the Ad Hoc Contract Reports section, which may be done on the fly or scheduled, might be a list of companies, a report with a list of contacts, or different types of reports surrounding the contracts. Very popular report is a report summarizing the contracts that have notification dates or due dates. These are all in PDF form, by the way. Another very popular report, standard report, is a contract brief, which summarizes the contract information so that a user or a viewer may not have to go through all the details, but merely get the contract brief. I'm currently looking at a list of all the contracts, and I'm wanting to use the search engine to narrow down my search to include just those items that I'm looking for. So to show how to do that, as an example, I'm going to choose just transport contracts and just transport contracts that are spot contracts. I hit refresh. Energy Steward will bring me that search. There's no limit to how many different criteria boxes I can select and further narrow my search. And again, I can save that search as a saved lookup in case that is a search I want to perform over and over again. When a contract is selected from within the list for detailed viewing about the particulars of that contract, the general information screen comes up with just that, general information about the contract. And at first glance you can see summary information like the contract date, whether it's effective or not, when it was executed, the term, whether it's a spot or term contract, some of the other information. But if you'll notice on the left hand side, a tree of information appears that is configuration information about that contract, and you can drill in and find different information such as provisions. You might find all the different provisions that have been entered about that contract. You might look at the meters and wells associated with that contract. When a company selects the Energy Steward system for managing contracts, we recommend the following 3 steps be taken to derive the most benefit in the shortest time frame possible. First, getting the contracts together and listing the name and the contract number in Energy Steward. From there, it is possible to then attach a scanned version of that contract under the Correspondence tab, and that scanned version immediately becomes available to the rest of the authorized users on the system. After that, we recommend setting up notifications of termination. You've now achieved the three most important things in a quick time frame. That is, a list of the contracts, the ability to view the contracts, and automatic notification of actions which must be taken for the contracts. Now that the Energy Steward system has been populated with a list of the contracts, a scanned copy of the contracts, and important notifications necessary to manage those contracts, it's now possible to go back in and enter in all the detailed information surrounding those contracts and agreements, such as provisions, options, amendments, pricing, and all the various formulas associated with the pricing. The complex information that may be put in great detail. But because the system is internet-based, the people doing the entry into the system do not necessarily have to be in the office or do this from 8 to 5. They can do it from their home, from other offices, as long as they have secure access. Depending upon the integrity of the existing database records, it may be possible for software experts to assist the new customer using Energy Steward to batch populate fields such as company names, contact names, and certainly meters and wells. Sometimes that information may be thousands of records, and we will attempt to take a look at your existing database and find easy ways to convert that. Again, following the 3 steps of getting the contracts, scanned copies, and notifications put in, getting this data to follow up in batch file just gets the new user going that much more quickly.